What are you afraid of? We all have something. Heights, spiders, flying. But for some, there are some truly odd things which can strike paralysing fear into their hearts. Here are 10 insane but true phobias. Belly buttons. Everyone's born with one, sometimes two. Yet for some people the belly button is a thing of terror. If you have this fear, then you have omphalophobia, and you probably don't work in navel piercing. We all have opinions, but for a small percentage of the population, opinions are the last thing they want to encounter. These people suffer from oligodoxophobia, and they will do anything to avoid a debate. Bananas are a source of vitamin B and taste great. However, for banana phobians, they are also a great source of terror and are evaded to the same extent as cyanide. Ever have the feeling that someone is watching you? Does it scare you? Well, anidatophobians have this fear, but in their case they're worried that they're being watched by ducks. People who have this fear are said to be overcome with paralysing fear leading to physical illnesses. Various methods of overcoming anidaphobia include making friends and building relationships with your local duck. We hate losing signal on our mobile phones and even misplacing our handheld devices. For most of us, it's an annoyance, but for nomophobians, it's a thing of horror. Strangely, this is a surprisingly common fear. A recent survey suggested that as much as 66% of the population has suffered from loss of phone fear at some point in their lives. Botanophobia is a reasonably common fear of plants, yet there's a specific group for those who fear ferns. Yes, pteridophobia are terrified of ferns and probably don't work as gardeners. Most of us aren't overly keen on our own appearances, but for a small number, to gaze upon themselves in a mirror is a thing of horror. This fear is known as spectrophobia. Whether these sufferers have a fear of self remains to be seen. Are you sitting comfortably? Then you're not suffering from kaphisophobia. Kaphissophobians are terrified of sitting down and seeing others sit. Considering sitting is a major part of life, sufferers of this condition find that it has a serious impact on their personal and professional lives. Hate unnecessarily complex technical terms? For Hellenologophobians, technical terms are evaded at all costs. This fear cannot be helpful in the modern world where we are constantly bombarded with new and bewildering technical terms. Reading the small print in a mobile phone contract must be a hellish task for these sufferers. If you know a Hellenologophobian, then please help them out by keeping it simple. Finally, we all have a name. Well, nearly all of us. Yet nomatophobians would prefer us all to be nameless. The most common form of nomatophobia is linked to a specific name and may not necessarily be linked to a particular person. Sufferers are not usually detected until that name is mentioned, so this one you may have, yet do not know. Thanks ever so much for watching, and a special thank you to www.howtopronounce.com, which helped me immensely through the creation of this video. Please continue to leave your comments as we love hearing what you have to say and we always reply. Subscribe now to make sure you don't miss out on our future presentations. If you enjoy our insane but true tales, then you won't want to miss what we have coming next. So until next time, this is Andy, and take care.